Hello, SWIHA. My name is Sharon Rose. Welcome to day 23 of National Life Coaching Month. Today we are going to talk about using our tools. And so part of being a life coach is that we learn different tools and models that we can use to guide our clients from where they are now to where they want to be. And a lot of times we can also use these same tools to coach ourselves. And so that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. I have a specific tool that we're going to work with, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. But like with every life coaching session, before we get started, we're going to ground and center ourselves. So I'm going to invite you that if you are able, if you're sitting in a place that's safe and you can close your eyes, that you do so and just allow yourself to drop into the breath and into the moment. So go ahead and allow your eyes to close. You can bring your hands to the tops of your knees, either face down to ground or palms up to receive. Maybe one of both, maybe down to ground with your left hand and up to receive with your right. And just taking a moment to feel into the physical body, taking a mental body scan starting at the toes. Slowly working your way up past the legs, the torso, all the way up to the crown of the head. And just giving yourself this moment, this opportunity of silence to drop into the physical body. And when you're complete with your mental body scan, I'm going to invite you to bring your awareness to your breath, bring your awareness to your heart center, and notice the rise and fall of the chest. Notice the length of your inhales and your exhales. Before we change anything or seek to move, just noticing where we are right now. And taking a deep inhale through the nose, sending it all the way down into the belly. Feel yourself expand. And exhale completely through the nose, pulling belly button to spine. Another deep inhale through the nose, all the way down into the belly. Feeling the belly blow up like a balloon, this time bringing it up into the low ribs. And exhaling completely, low ribs and belly button back to spine. One more deep breath through the nose. Inhale deeply, filling the belly, the low ribs, and this time the chest, allowing the collarbones to spread wide and the shoulders to draw down the back. Hold the breath at the top. Sip in some more air through the nose. And exhale slowly and with control, releasing the breath, feeling the chest sink in, the low ribs and the belly deflate, and allow yourself to come back to your normal breath, noticing any shifts or sensations, any differences. And on your next exhale, just allowing your eyes to open, allowing yourself to become fully present and here. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Hi, Rodney. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Becca. Yes, exploring useful coaching tools. So what we just did together, that breath, pranayama, that life force, that is a tool that you have 100% of the time. No one can ever take that away from you. So that is a tool that we can come to at any moment to bring us back into our center, back into our groundedness, and allow us to become present in the moment, to be here now. So I invite you that at any time, come back to your breath, use that tool, right? So at any moment, we can practice spiritual tools, spiritual practices to allow us to be here and allow us to move through whatever it is we're going through with more ease and grace. The one tool we have with us at all times is our breath, our pranayama. So that is an invitation for you. You can always do that exercise on your own. Now, that's not the tool we're going to work on, though, today. So the tool we're working on today is something called more or less. Hi, Sarah. Hearts. More or less is a tool that can be used very specifically for a specific situation that you find yourself in, that you're contemplating making a choice and you're not sure what to do. Or you can use it just as a broad spectrum for your life of this is what I want more of and this is what I want less of. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. So I want to invite you to give me something that you're working on. Let's make this interactive. I'm here to support you. I'm here to coach you. So tell me something that you're working on in your life, whether it be you're looking at your career or you're looking at your relationship or just your whole life in general. Let me know what's up for you so that we can kind of dive in and get really personal and intimate and help you work through whatever it is that you're going through. So who's going to be brave enough and courageous enough to work with me today? Hi, Kathy, Carmen, Taylor, Dana. You are all so beautiful. Taylor, work, relaxation, balance. Beautiful. Marketing, Plab, Luna. Tell me more about that, Luna. Dana, life-work balance while growing a business. Beautiful. Okay, so this work-life balance, that seems to be up for a lot of people. That seems to be something that a lot of people want. So let's first define, like, what does that mean to you? What does a work-life balance mean to you? Like, what does that look like? Plan. Business plan. Gotcha. Okay. Tell me a little bit about what you're looking for, Luna. What is the business plan? And Dana, tell me a little bit, and Taylor, tell me a little bit about this work-life balance, this work relaxation. Like, what does that look like for you? Life-work balance while growing a business. Okay. So first things first is you can do this tool anywhere and everywhere. Hi, Kevin. It is a tool that can literally be done. I was originally going to use a piece of paper to show you that you can literally do this anywhere just with a piece of paper. But then I found my handy dandy whiteboard, which anyone who knows me knows I love whiteboards. So what you do is you just take a piece of paper. First you figure out what it is that you want to be working on, right? So you figure out what's up for me right now? What's that thing that I need to figure out, that I need to get from where I'm at with it now to where I want to be with it, right? And so that's the first step, is figuring out what it is that you want to be working on. So Taylor says being able to leave work at home, but also showing up to work and doing my best, life coaching, marketing plan, defining USPs. Dana, it used to be separate but balanced. Now I think it's an integration of work and personal life and more of a balance between Raja's Thomas energies. Got it. Okay, so beautiful. So first thing is we figure out what we're working on. So you just defined exactly what's up for you. Why is it not balanced? What's not working for you, right? And so what you do is you take a piece of paper, or if you have a handy dandy whiteboard, you can grab one of these, and you write more on one side, and you hope it doesn't fall. You write more on one side, and you write less on the other, okay? And so then what you do, it's very simple, and you can do this with someone, or you can do it with yourself. I do this with myself all the time, and the focus here is not so much on the physicalities of what you want less of and more on, but you can also, well, it can be actually, it can be focused on the physicalities, those tangible items in your life that you might want more or less of, or it can be focused more on the energies of what you want more or less of. And so I'm a firm believer that it's our energy and that it is our thoughts and our process and our beliefs that manifest those physical things in our life. And so focusing more on how we want to feel rather than the physical things that we want to possess is what's going to allow us to more quickly move into the place that we want to be. And so more or less. So Dana, let's work together a little bit on what you're looking for. So last thing you said is it used to be a separation and balance, but now I think it's an integration of work and personal life and more of a balance between Raja's and Thomas energies. So let's talk about that. I want you to list for me, when it comes to this work-life balance or whatever the Rajas and the Thomas energies that you're talking about, what is it that you want more of in your life? Let's focus on what it is that you want more of, okay? So just go on and list some things for me. And I'm going to go ahead and list some things as well, just that when I'm seeking work-life balance, things that I want more of, right? So like everybody wants work-life balance. So what is something we want more of? We want more time at home, right? Time with family, being able to work from home, putting myself in space, enable you to get more clients. Got it. Okay. So again, what is the things, like what are the feelings that are going to get you to that place? What are the feelings you want more of? So you have more clients, you're working from home, you're doing those things, Kathy. What are the feelings that you're evoking as you're doing those? How do you want to feel? What are more of the feelings? So we want more time at home, more clients, right? More, what else? More money, more happiness, more joy, You don't have to write more. I keep doing that. I keep writing more everything. Creative freedom, love it. What else? Just start listing things. So this is where we start purging more. Peace, clients, creativity. I love that. So when you're doing something like this, time, I love it. When we're doing these types of things, it's really about purging and getting this energy out of our body and onto something that we can see. So when we clear out our mental mind of these things, when we create space just by releasing them through writing or through words, it creates space for us to get downloads from the divine and to truly be able to step back and become the observer of the situation that we're in instead of being immersed in it. And so finding more relaxation. So we want more relaxation. So just start listing things as you're going through this process. Take out a piece, more faith, beautiful. You know, take out a piece of paper, write down more or less, put the line right down the middle. I put hearts around my everythings. Let's see, more faith, more focus, productivity, beautiful, brilliant. I love it. Let's see, productivity. And so when we release these things and we get them out, they become something tangible. Like our ideas, our energies can be these tangible things that we work with, right? And so that is just, we need to get them out. We think about these things. I want to be more productive. I want more time. And there's that verbiage of the want, and the needing is a verbiage of lack. And so we want to stay in the now, the current moment. And the way we do that is just by saying exactly what it is that we need, writing exactly what it is that we're seeking down, instead of adding the story. I want blah, blah, blah is a story that you've created around just the item that you're seeking. And so if you just say, instead of writing, I want this, and just make a list of the things you want more of, it just removes you from the story. So what are some other things that you want more of in your life that would help bring you a more work-life balance? Hi, Dulce, welcome. What are some things? Let's see. For me, more things that I want to bring a work-life balance is more meditation. More meditation, right? So as life changes, so do our practices. Confidence, love it. What else? How do you want to feel? What more feelings do you want? Completed projects, great. How would it make you feel to complete your projects, Luann? Let's focus on that. Like, focus on what it is that you require and desire to complete those projects. What would support you in doing that? Oh, I'm prematurely downloading. I think I need to reframe my story about rest and work. I can be parasympathetic while doing stuff for my business. Work doesn't need to be painful or stressful. Dana, beautiful. No, it doesn't. So you want no fear. So turn that into a positive, Kathy. Instead of saying you want no fear, what is it that you do want? Do you want courage? Do you want bravery? Seek to use the verbiage, right? So our language has a lot to do. We have all these ideas. We have these things that we want to manifest. And so we make vision boards and we talk about the things. But when we communicate them with our verbiage, it comes out in a way that negates our vision, right? So I want to do all of these brave things. I want to do all these things. But to do that, I need no fear. It's not that you don't need fear. You need courage. You need courage and bravery to do so. So seek out what you're saying in your language and see how you can reframe that. And so again, that takes you out of the story and into the now. So, okay, so confidence, completed projects. What else? What's everyone working on? Peace. Love it. Got it. Okay, so that's what we want more of, to bring ourselves into a nicer work-life balance. We want to have more time. We want more time at home. We want more clients, more money, more happiness, joy, creativity, peace, freedom, faith, relaxation, brilliance, productivity, meditation, confidence, completed projects, to feel complete, successful, and free. Beautiful, Luann. Beautiful, beautiful, successful. We'll add that here. More success. And that's something that everyone defines for themselves. What does success mean to you, right? Gloria, confidence in my abilities. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so then we talk about what do we want less of, right? So we talk about this kind of stuff a lot. So let's dive into it before I speak my words right now. So tell me things that you want less of in your life, okay? Things that you want less of in your business that's stopping you from being all of these things on the more side. Let's go through, okay? Tell me the things you want less of. Dana, Gloria, Luann, let's see. Less anxiety, great. Less anxiety, less negative mental chatter. Beautiful. Stress, what else? Negativity, great. Less shoulds. Yeah, Dana, less shoulds, right? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Less of those. Less shoulds, less coulds, less illness. Less shoulds, coulds, and woulds. What else? Less self-doubt. Beautiful. What else? Marcy, less forcing. Beautiful. What else? I want less social engagement at the moment. I have, right? So we think about these things. Part of balance is recognizing what our schedules look like. And so we have to look at those things too. So like what would help bring more social or more balance into your work life? And that can be less things on your calendar, right? Sometimes we just say yes to things to say yes to them without recognizing whether they're in alignment with us. So for me right now, what's up for me is I want more time at home to do my spiritual studies and my spiritual practices. And what I need less of in order to do that is less social engagement outside of my business and work and my family and things like that. Less mindless commitments. Thank you, Dana. That's exactly what it is. And it's not that they're negative or they're bad. It's just that we have to recognize, where are we spending our energy? Where are we putting these things? Where are we putting our focus? And in order to do that, we have to take responsibility for where we're putting that energy, right? So less mindless commitments. Love it. Let's see, what else? Stress, bills, crazy people. Ooh, okay, less stress. I think I wrote that. Bills, crazy people. All right. We can coach around that, Luann. Less clutter. All right, beautiful. So does anyone have anything else? Keep them coming. If you have, I can add to this list at any time, okay? So to have a more work-life balance, to be more balanced in our life, we want a couple of things. We want more time at home, more clients, more money, happiness, joy, creative freedom, peace, relaxation, success, faith, brilliance, productivity, meditation, confidence, and more completed projects. What we want less of is anxiety, negative mental chatter, stress, negativity, less shoulds, coulds, and woulds, less illness, less self-doubt, less forcing, less mindless commitments, less stress, less bills, less crazy people, and less clutter, right? Less to do and more just do it when inspiration hits. I like that. Less pressure too. Beautiful. So less pressure and less to-dos. And Dulce, you say less to-dos, and I'm going to put more to-bes. Right? Like I want to be... Hi, sorry, lost you for a minute, I guess. Okay, so noisy, rude neighbors. Okay. Okay, beautiful. So now we have this, okay? So now we're going to take a little vote, because here's what happens. If I were to ask you, do you focus on your more list or do you focus on your less list more often, what would you tell me? And be honest and tell me the true answer. Which of these lists do you focus on more? Anyone? I'm going to go ahead and guess that you all focus more on the less list. And I am definitely in that place as well, where when things get overwhelming, I definitely focus on what I want less of in life. And what did I say earlier, though, that where we focus our energy is what we end up manifesting, right? And so when we focus on this is what we get more of, right? Less with wanting to. Beautiful. So with this tool, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the more, okay? So when we focus on the more, we get more of what we want. So it's about changing our perception, okay? It's about changing the way we look at things and focusing on this. Because when we focus on the more, the less disappears. It goes away, right? And so we're going to focus on the more today. So if I'm looking at this list, and we're just going to go by a quick vote, whoever says it first is what we're going to go with. More: time, clients, money, happiness, joy, creative, peace, relaxation, faith, freedom, success, brilliance, productivity, meditation, confidence, completed projects, to be. What is something that you want to focus on today? Like if I show you this more list, what are the things that you want to manifest more in your life? Of all of these things, right? Which one speaks to you the most? I can tell you for me right now, time at home. Where's my other marker? I like colors. More time at home, more to being. Where's meditation? More meditation. Those are my more lists, right? But I can tell you right now that that's not what I've been focusing on. What I've been focusing on is my to-do list, my mindless commitments that I've been doing, my negative mental chatter, and my anxiety about all of those things. And so guess what I've been manifesting in my life? All of this. And so today I'm switching it and we're going to start focusing on this. So you said freedom. So something you want to focus on is freedom. So define that for me, Kathy. Like, what does freedom mean to you? What does that look like? That's the big thing, is sometimes we say what we want. I want more of this. I want more of this in my life. We don't even know what it means. We don't even know what more means for us, because freedom to me could mean something totally different to you. And so when it comes down to when we make our list and we declutter our minds and we get everything out and onto paper, what we need to do, more direction, I like that. It's not just about then, oh, look at all these beautiful things that I want more of now. It's also about, okay, these are the things that I'm seeking. These are the things I want to bring to life and I want to breathe my energy into. What do they mean? What do they express? How do I express these things? Working from home, more meditation. Beautiful. So like I said, so now it's about defining these things. So more time at home. What does that mean to me? I leave my house around 8:30, 9 o'clock every morning, and I get home around 10 o'clock every night. And it's because I do so many different things. I have my hands in so many different little areas, and it's great, and I'm grateful, and it's abundant. My life is beautiful and abundant. And I'm recognizing that I also am not supporting my own spiritual practices, and I'm not supporting my body or my health by not allowing or scheduling myself time to just be home. And I've recognized that, and it's time for me to start honoring that. So that's what time for home, like time at home, means for me, is getting home and getting to read a book. And, you know, that's for me, that's time at home. That's what I want. Meditation, 15 minutes a day for me, right? That's what I need. So like someone else said meditation. What does meditation mean to you? What does that look like for you? How does it make you feel when you're doing that? Right? Pamela, I want more joy, and this means finding time for self-care and doing things that make me happy. Spending time with my goats, gardening, spending quality time with my mom. Oh, I love it, Pamela. Beautiful. And I'm going to invite you. So here's a trap that we find into, is we need to find time. We need to find time. We have the time. We have to devote our time and our thoughts to what it is and how we want to be spending our time there. And so like, if that's something, it's not about finding the time is here. It's about you devoting your time and your energy to doing those things, spending time with your mom, with your goats and things like that. Prayer time, same thing. The time is there. The time doesn't change. We have 24 hours in a day, and the time doesn't change. It's where we devote our time that changes, and that shifts everything. And so it's not about finding more time. It's about finding more devotion within our hearts and within our soul's essence for what it is that we want to be doing, right? And so you can't give from an empty cup. So creating the devotion within yourself to give yourself that time, not to create the time, not to find the time, but to give it to yourself and give yourself that time for prayer or spending time with your mom. That's what you want more of, right? Dana, more integrated being. So if work-play dichotomy is a story that is no longer serving me, what can I replace it with? I recognize the joy of writing for SWIHA, writing my blog, practicing yoga, and sharing my practice, inspiring myself in nature. Integrated being. I love that, Dana. That's beautiful. It is. It's being an integrated being. It's recognizing that life isn't linear, right? Like nothing is just a straight line. There's different ins and outs, especially if you're going to live the life of an entrepreneur and you're going to live a life that is going to ask you to put yourself out there in so many different ways. It's about really honoring yourself and becoming integrated in the moment and integrated in your own life and not allowing your energy to be dispersed without control, right? And so I put quotes around control because obviously we're in co-creation with the divine, and yet we do, if we're conscious, have the choice of where we put our energy and where we devote our time and where we devote our energy to our time. Grounding my feet daily. Kathy, beautiful. Step outside first thing in the morning and put your feet on the ground and the gravel on the grass. It'll ground you instantly, and it's a wonderful practice. Close your eyes and enjoy it. So, okay, so time, that seems to be something that's big. Everyone wants more time. And like I said, it's not about getting more time. The time is there. It's about finding the devotion within yourself to give yourself the practices that you want to do. So for me, I want more time at home. The time is there. I'm just giving my time and my energy elsewhere. And now it's time to bring that back in so I can sit at home on my couch, right? Meditation is the same thing. So a lot of people said they want more meditation. So how do we get more meditation? Again, it comes back to that devotion of having a practice. So, and it's figuring out what works for you, because everything doesn't work the same for everyone. My meditation practice is not going to work the same for someone else. For me, I put a timer on my phone for 15 minutes and I sit in my little area in front of my altar, and for 15 minutes, nobody talks to me, and that is that, and it is quiet, and I don't need anything else. And I haven't been giving that to myself, and I've been complaining that I'm so anxious, and so I want more meditation, and yet I'm living in my anxiety. So in order to release my anxiety, I am required by my soul and by myself to sit in my meditation practice, which instantly releases my day's anxiety every morning. And for some reason, I make excuses of why I don't do it, right? So it's also, here comes the excuses part, is why are you not doing it? Like, ask yourself, why am I not spending more time with my mom? Why am I not meditating? Why am I not putting my feet in the ground, right? Moment timer on my simple. Yes, you're welcome. Meditation. I cannot say those words, Jake, but yes. And it's so important. So it's also recognizing where is your focus? Where are you giving your energy? Are you feeding it to your lesses, or are you feeding it to your mores? When you feed it to your lesses, you get more of your lesses. When you feed your mores, you get more of your mores and less of your lesses, right? So that's the focus here. So you can do this for anything that's happening in your life, relationship, career, just overall what's happening, right? So Gloria, I find myself focusing on others because I don't want to devote time to myself. I think I'm too afraid to delve into my own self. And there it is. What an aha for you. It's true. It's a challenge. And it's scary. Let's be honest. It's scary to look at yourself and do your own work. And here's what I can offer you. The more you do it, the easier it becomes and the less scary it becomes, because you get curious about yourself and you get curious about, why am I behaving this way, and why am I staying in this part of my life that's not serving me anymore? And so I would offer you to look at that fear and truly, what are you so afraid? Are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of finding out something that you're not sure about yourself? It's a challenging thing to look at, because it is so much easier for us to stay comfortable with where we're at, right? It's so much comfortable for us to say, well, this is all I've ever known, so this is all I'm going to ever do. And then we live here, right? This is where we stay within our fears. And when we're finally ready to move past that and we're ready to say, you know what, I want to live a different way, we move into our mores. And when we move into our mores and we show up and we devote ourselves to this, all of this goes away. This is all a story that we have written for ourselves to cover up these things, to tell us that we're not good enough and we don't deserve and we're not worthy of these. And so we stay here and we focus on this because this is what we know. But the life we want to live is here on the more side. And so these are the things to focus on. These are the things that we want to bring into our life. And so we do that by devotion, right? So focusing on the more. So tell me, what is something that you're going to focus more on to make your lesses disappear? So if you're looking at this list, or you created your own list at home, what is a takeaway that you're going to leave this message with and this video with? What is something that you're going to focus on this week, even if it's only for 24 hours, right? So Gloria, what is one thing that you can focus on, right? So you're focusing so much on others. What's one thing you can do to devote more time to yourself and to focus on for either today or tomorrow or just through Friday or then, or for the whole month, for the rest of the month? 1 week. We'll be back here next Tuesday, right? What's something that you're going to devote yourself to make a change in your life? All right. So I'm going to leave you with that. Inner self. Beautiful, Marcy. So I'm going to leave you with that little notion of when we focus on our mores, our lesses disappear, right? So beautiful, Pamela. I'm going to focus on there being plenty of time. I'm not making time for anything. I am choosing how I spend the time I already have. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Meditation, beautiful, Gloria. Kathy, scheduling my special time, beautiful. Becca, you are amazing, radiant, powerful to everyone who showed up today. Thank you for joining and co-creating with the Sharon Rose. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, thank you. All right, you all have a wonderful day. Ponder, contemplate, think about what it is. What is it that you want more of in your life, and how are you going to focus on it that week? We'll revisit this next week as well on the last video for the month. And remember, when we focus on our mores, our lesses disappear. All right, so have a beautiful Tuesday, and I will see you next week. So long.